We are live.
Are you sure?
For another video.
You had to do it.
Oh, sweet Jesus, you too.
Oh, shit from my timbers.
It's tradition.
Welcome to our 30th episode of Jags. Just another ghost
30
story.
episodes.
As of at this number, at this video, yes, we are.
Jesus, 30 episodes of you failing. Jesus, how does your mother love you?
At least he's still on his first life.
Ooh.
She switched targets? What's happening here? There is the system in play, Shannon.
Oh no, my computer is shutting down.
I mean, that technically goes for both of you because Davin, you became a vampire, then not a vampire.
I could have killed you last week.
Her things had multiple
I
lives.
let you live.
Life.
Did I not?
Who? Wait, you talking about Davin or me?
You didn't have an interaction with that. Well, he talked to Davin. Y'all fought.
I didn't fight him.
He shot. He shot Moonbeam and it bounced around the whole cabin.
I technically let you live too. If we're going by like facts.
Aren't you still hurt?
Listen, we're not in game right now. So don't try to start shit. You said we were squared. Jesus. And I said, fine, we're squared.
The guy that's controlling your character is really fucking things up.
Listen. You're just going for a pettiness that doesn't exist. You're conjuring petty.
No. Your roles are petty.
My roles are shit. Let's be honest.
You're your worst enemy.
Listen, I have, even at work, when I'm like chilling, and John knows this for a fact, I'm just like, let me roll some dice to feel how the day's going. And I roll like a handful of dice. Statistically speaking, it should be almost impossible to roll like 4 ones at the same time or in a row. I get that. And my coworker, who knows nothing about D&D or anything, goes, wow, that looks pretty bad. I'm like, ooh, that is why. Don't trust me with anything of gambling, of statistical numerals.
I can't even trust you with cooking anymore.
Oh,
let alone gambling.
A cookie?
I need to
gambling
know
with my life.
What happened with the cookie. I feel like I need to know this.
Cooking
in general.
Listen.
Ribs, burgers, sausages. It didn't matter. He was trying to kill everybody in one shot.
I don't do gas. I don't do gas. Coal, yes.
Gas is easier to cook on than coal. You control the flames.
Listen, I told you what happened the first time I cooked with gas.
He had our Airbnb smoking from outside and inside because he wanted to do the oven and the grill, and both couldn't save himself. We had to open the front door in front of the
food right away, so I was capitalizing on all the things.
So you
almost burned your eyebrows off.
So you burnt the outside and left everything raw on the inside.
My dad did something similar at a Residence Inn at Marriott. The fire department was almost called because we had the whole hall filled with smoke because he was grilling burgers in a giant pot and not a frying pan.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we didn't have the fire department called on us, but we had an angry Jen. Yeah. Which I would have preferred to deal with the fire department.
What?
And then he set up. No, they weren't.
No, they was not.
And then you set off the smoke
microwave.
No, and then you set off the smoke detector, which then made the battery die, which then made it constantly beep, which then made the women go, "We need to go to the store again."
Not the women. Not the women.
One woman, but then it rippled effect down to the other one.
Because my woman didn't want to hear yours.
You know what? What I heard out of that whole thing is a chain of events that were caused to help prevent a future safety hazard. I'm just saying.
We don't live there permanently. It's not our hazard.
I didn't have to deal with it after that weekend.
And we all have one night to make it through. I have slept through a whole 2 weeks.
We barely made it through that day with all the smoke inhalation we took.
Listen,
you almost came out with no eyebrows. You almost came out darker than you wanted.
There was a moment of a flash.
You damn near gave everybody the black lung.
Like the flash fire did happen one time. I was like, "Whoo!" Jay saw that from across the kitchen. He's like, "Ooh!"
I was trying to fix whatever he was fucking up, and all I saw out the window was, poof,
Now remember too, because now he's saying I don't cook with gas, only cook with charcoal. But at the day of, he was like, I don't cook on grills and normally use appliances in the kitchen, and he still caused smoke in the oven in the kitchen.
I wasn't able to monitor both. Now, listen, let me just say this.
You were looking through a clear door, sir, at both of you. The grill is here. You look up.
I did not ask for the job that was given to me. It was assigned.
He walked inside, and all I see is the grill's on fire, and I'm like, Adon.
Okay, I have the hardest time.
Point.
I have the hardest time believing that Adon was forced to grill. That's like his number one MO is cooking.
I didn't ask for it. They told me like, you're gonna do this. You got this. Congratulations, is your day to do this. I'm like, what? And I'm like, fine.
You were excited. You love cooking.
In our defense, he didn't have to cook any day prior. This was his first day cooking the whole vacation.
You know what? If I knew, I would have stayed.
And it was the last day to
take
cook.
My time. I love taking my time. I did it.
It was the last day to cook.
Granted, I burnt stuff and stuff was underdone, but it was all underdone in 2 hours.
Stuff was underdone. Motherfucker, nothing was cooked. Everything was
raw.
raw.
I like my steak rare, and that was still none of it was edible.
I didn't make the steak.
And then you had
audacity. I'm just saying for reference.
John, hold on. And you had the audacity to be on camera and eat 2-week-old ribs from that same night.
But that was cooked.
Hold on,
it was cooked by then.
It cooked in your car.
No. I cooked it when I got home. It was just a very long trip.
And he wonders why his insides hate him. And this is why everyone knows now why.
My insides hate me because I've willingly accepted things to eat that have punished me, not just from my choice.
2-week-old car ribs.
In your car.
Listen,
for 3 hours before you even got
the most
in that car.
Do we want to talk about that? Because the most dangerous thing I've ever eaten was a Dorito chip that was from Diablo's ass. I'm just saying.
He ate that shit.
That I ate it, and life regrets have been haunting me ever since.
So then, are you ready for the sourest gummies then?
Fuck you.
We've done the spiciest chips. It comes with a neutralizer to the point where they say last 30 seconds, and then some people I've seen choke and their face gets stuck and they have to drink the neutralizer.
If I tell that to my doctor now, he's going to be like, "Do you wish to die?"
Listen, better to ask for forgiveness than for permission.
My body said there is no forgiveness anymore.
You ate 2-week-old ribs. It doesn't matter anymore, Don.
I don't think your doctor would ask. I think he would give you a therapist subscription.
I mean, I tried to talk to my physical therapist, and then they had dodged me.
Yeah, because they said, "Sir, you got to do more sit-ups than just getting out of bed."
Call us to schedule an appointment. I call them they don't answer the phone, and I please call me back.
They probably saw the streams. Is that 2-week-old ribs? Fuck this guy. He ain't about this life.
It's like,
he's ready to die.
I'm looking at it. I'm here. Call me.
With that, are y'all ready for some D&D?
John, why are you flickering?
Why am I flickering?
Yes, you're not using a blur spell right now, but yet your camera just goes black in and out.
It has not.
It has not for me.
It did for me.
Well, something's wrong with you.
You sure some 2-week-old ribs ain't coming back?
Listen, I'm just saying.
You got worms in your eyes. Now.
I'm the one that counts because I'm the one that hosts. So
I'm saying
he's trying to make himself feel important again, guys.
I can check stream later and I can confirm if anything was skipping.
I mean, it might be going good now. I'm just saying. Where did we leave off?
We drove into a cave.
Last
time, you got your ass whooped by the thunder thing.
Why? There have been some stupid things, like stupid actions done by players. One, jumping in a bag of holding, but the top one,
it was great.
You cast a spell to put yourself to sleep when you had a teleportation scroll in your pocket.
I was watching that video. That's true. That happened.
But punching physical lightning while you're literally wearing metal that's infused in your body?
With more lightning, by the way.
Casting lightning while you do it.
I mean, it was a 50-50 chance that it would do damage. I mean, you slap a person, that's flesh to flesh. That still hurts. It doesn't mean they absorb it.
Next time I see
So-
you, I'm gonna slap the shit out of you and say, "This is what you did not do to that thing."
You may have felt that it was a 50-50 shot, but it was 100% shot. That's bullshit.
Laws of statistics say.
No, there's no statistics there. It was a dumbass move regardless.
That was awesome. I was just, what's going on? You guys have ended. You guys have made it through Lamordia. The first encounter, you experienced lightning elementals that came from the sky that were attacking the ship. There was a tower where it seemed to create and cause these lightning storms that you were heading towards. But as it got more dangerous and tentacles shot from the ocean floors, you decided to make way to an island that was close by and have found a place within the caves, which we're gonna switch maps because I was a good DM today.
Hey, we got maps today.
We got maps today.
You must have been off from work today.
I was not. I'm actually trying to shoot for a promotion. We'll see if that happens.
Show them the maps, Shannon. Show them the maps.
No, but I do a lot of marketing design, and a product that I did work on did really, really well. I should show them the maps.
I mean,
One of those,
wait.
products gonna
Shannon,
help.
before you say anything about your work, make sure it's something that you're allowed to talk about your work.
Yeah, I'm not gonna talk about what I do. I do marketing. I'm not talking about the company or anything like that. But I did a good job.
I feel like you're already saying too much.
I feel like
I'm a human being that works 40 hours a week.
Amateur.
I work more than 40, but okay.
Right.
Yeah, but that's our boat. We have it on there. You guys are in the caverns, tired, beaten. It is cold, below freezing weathers. I am going to ask you guys to do a Constitution saving throw because you were battling in the rain, and all that. I just kind of want to get a feel of how you guys are, how your bodies are, staying warm.
17.
Okay.
Wait, you told us to do a long rest.
I
too.
got a 22.
We're gonna do a long rest, but first, I just need to know where you're at before you sleep.
Oh, well,
Obviously.
well no.
Before sleep.
Okay, I just had healed myself because you told me to long rest.
Well, it's fine. Just tell me. Roll for Constitution.
I feel like this is gonna get double damage for me for some reason. It's gonna be 15.
Why does it always have to be damage? It could be exhaustion. It could just be lots of things.
I mean, that doesn't make it better for me, Shannon.
If it's exhaustion, it doesn't take away hit points, so it doesn't matter if you refresh your page.
I'm still the lowest, Shannon. 15.
Yeah. And you failed.
Damn it, I knew it. I didn't even need to know.
Yay! See, it didn't matter that you refreshed your page.
What did happen? What happened?
I'm gonna say, Adon, you're gonna take a point of exhaustion when you wake up. It was very uncomfortable for you to get a full night's rest. You will be able to heal, but you feel cold, and you have the sniffles. You don't know why. But before we get to the day and what we're gonna do in the day, did you guys do one level? It's just a love tap. It's not bad. Do you guys do anything before you go to sleep?
I mean, I just try to finish reading my book. That was all I was trying to do. Okay. Hiding in my room, reading my book, holding on to my plushie.
I think Davin would I think I would let both Naomi and Chris know of the conversation I had with Death. Just to kind of fill them in, since they were both the people that I told to come with me, or at least like watch while I talked. And then I'll whenever the morning happens, I'll probably let the rest of the people know. But I let them know for sure that same night how talks went.
Okay. Wayne, do you do anything before you go to bed?
Not really. I kind of sit there thinking about what's going to be our next move and then what should we do how to get out of here.
Okay. You guys are all going to have sleep. We're going to have a little bit of dreams go our way. We're going to start with Wayne. Wayne, as you drift and fall asleep, you have dreams of lying on a table,
Oh, sweet Jesus.
metal. It's cold on your back.
Ooh. How technically is a centaur lying on his back?
It's not your centaur body.
I have plans for that body.
In this dream, it is your body, but the skin is blacked, charred, and smells of rot. You're bound to a table. You feel the cold slab on the back, and screams of pain as you feel electricity run through your body. This lasts for a couple hours as you sleep. And then there are dreams where you feel that you are in the clouds. The body that you see, you don't recognize as your own. It's large, made of bone, and flesh and skin dripping off. I'm going to have you roll a wisdom saving throw.
15.
When you do wake up in the morning, you are not scared or shaken by these dreams, but there seems to be some sort of connection between the body that you lost and the soul that resides in the body that you're in now.
Ugh. So when I wake up in the morning, can I just take a moment and be like, is there anyone in you left? That's not supposed to.
Roll perception.
Should have just left it alone. A 9.
A nag?
9.
9? Your room oddly smells of sulfur.
I was in hell. I was in hell again. God damn it.
He was eating a lot of eggs.
But we're going to go to Davin next as he dreams. Davin, you have a dream where it feels familiar that you're seeing the world through Sergei's eyes. You're meeting Irina for the first time and getting an understanding of what really started all of the conflict of the war. The people of Barovia were trying to protect themselves from monsters that consume blood of no origins. And Sergei was working with his brother to help clean the land of that. But his brother had more of intent of gaining land for himself and to build a name. There's different memories and different flashes that you do see. And the dream ends with Sergei going into a lab yelling at a girl with purple hair, scientific outfit, asking what the hell is she trying to do. I'm going to have you do a wisdom saving throw.
Fail, baby, fail, baby, fail.
15.
You're not plagued by the nightmares or anything like that. But you do get the sense that your ghosty friend is trying to catch you up to speed of what you might be walking into.
Gotcha.
That motherfucker helps.
Okay.
Okay. We're gonna go to Andreas. Actually, do you do anything when you wake up before we go to him?
No, Davin will just do his normal like routine as far as like getting ready and just double checking the ship real quick and before everyone else wakes up, and then just wait for everyone else to wake up.
You'll notice as you're working the ship in the engine room, you see an exhausted gnome, Huey. He's covered in grease and oil from the engine room. It looked like he probably didn't have a full night's rest. But he's sitting down almost with a relaxed eye. He goes, "Boss, I think I made it work."
You're not gonna call me boss, but made what work?
That pulse that came out of the ship when we had the two energies converge, I found a way to have been on command, almost like a force field.
No shit.
Yes, it's really, really cool. I can't get it to seem to calibrate the same charges amount each day. It might be because it's a living being, but I think it can protect the ship from things like that fucking tentacle monster.
That's fucking awesome. Go freshen up and get some rest. But great fucking job, Huey.
Yeah. Thanks for getting us out of that.
Barely. I don't want to do that again, honestly.
Kind of agree with you. As soon as we can, get what we need here and get home, that would be great.
Yeah, it would. All right, back to morning duties. Go get some rest, bud.
Okay. But the button's there. If you want to push it, I wrote instructions down in this book. And he hands you like a little manual, which is going to be similar to that doc that I gave you guys offline of what the ship does.
Got it.
And then he scurries off to do his thing and takes his hat with him. We're going to go to Andreas. Since you did fail and you don't have a level of exhaustion, you do have a point of exhaustion. You did not get a full night's sleep. It was very tough for you to get a few moments without feeling your bones burn. That type of chill, that cold chill that you'll have where your body just seems to overheat. You have dreams that your skin peels off your bones and you become something with teeth and fire, leaving you in pain. You feel as if every bone in your body is aching, and you wake up with the worst flu of your life. Your hand is still numb. You cannot move your fingers or your arm with the hand that you punched. Since your passive perception is very high, the smell of sulfur is so strong, you cannot sleep.
I mean, it sounds like you gave me like arthritis and scurvy at the same time. I'm just saying, it sounds pretty bad.
I don't think it was the right move to punch that thing, huh?
So I can't sleep. I smell sulfur. I have like it. You know that sounds like shingles. Like that describes like what my dad like the burning sensation in the skin. But anyway, sorry.
I'm describing how I had pneumonia.
That's not good either.
The hell?
Yeah, I had to be hospitalized when I had pneumonia.
Pneumonia makes you feel like you're burning under your skin?
I was really, really cold, where like when you have that type of cold, it does feel hot, so you burn up, and muscles and body ached. Like it was really tough.
Okay. Things I don't want to have in life. Like I knew about
also
shingles,
couldn't-
like it makes
I
you feel like
couldn't
you're burning in
breathe.
your skin. But anyways, I digress. I feel like shit, and I'm just having a hard time sleeping. I'm feeling like Andreas feels exhausted, not just by the condition, but he feels emotionally and mentally exhausted. He doesn't feel like he has a drive, but it's not for anything of himself anymore. It's at a stage that he feels just to get things done and get it over with. Do whatever you need to get the job done and move on. He's pretty much at a level where he is kind of like that point when you're so fed up with shit around, you're angry with no real outlet, mostly at yourself, and you don't want to be around others because you also feel like you're going to lash out. And if he really truly lashes out, not even like when he was like him, like if he feels like he truly lashes out, there's not going to be a time he's going to turn back. So right now, every fiber of his being is just keeping himself to him.
So you staying in your quarters?
You hear a knock.
He gets up and he goes to open the door.
You open the door. There is no one there.
Shit.
The knock that you hear comes from inside your closet.
That clown?
Just like every horror movie. Unfortunately, Andreas has never seen a horror film.
Trapped in the closet?
He goes to open the door with many regrets.
As you open the door, sulfur just overwhelms your senses.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like it's a black void in your closet. There is no wall or floor or anything but black, shrouded mist.
Okay. Is there do I get like a perception of like how do I get a sensation out from this void, or
Almost like a vibration of hitting a fork on a cup. Your bones feel like you're the cup being hit by the fork.
okay? Is it pulling? Do I feel like a pulling towards it, or is it just I'm just feeling that vibration against my bones?
Whatever this is, it reeks of death, pain, and no good mojo feeling.
Par for the course. Par for the course.
You gotta thank Davin for this one.
Huh?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, Davin did this one.
Andreas
The paperwork.
closes the door gradually, like slowly. And as soon as it shuts, he gives it like a second, takes a breath, opens the door again.
Stupid fool.
Is it still there?
Yes. It's still there.
Ah, shit.
At that moment, he knew he fucked up.
up.
I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Then yeah, that was What I was
And when
thinking.
you're exhausted, it's a disadvantage.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
Every roll is a
I-
disadvantage.
I am going to rules lawyer this bullshit right now to save my ass. So, exhaustion number 1, disadvantage on ability checks. Is at level 3, it's on saving throws.
Okay, that's fair.
Homie needs every opportunity he gets.
Have we not learned not to argue with her because she finds
She's
a
like,
way
that's
to
fine.
fuck
Now I'm
you
gonna
up?
make it worse for you.
It's 23.
That's where he does it to himself.
You're not frightened.
Okay.
Whatever good feeling you feel warns you to back away.
So, okay, internally my clock is saying
Sweet.
step away from the door. Okay.
Yes.
Run, bitch! It gonna kill you.
Okay.
Hit it with your fist.
So I'm gonna close the door with my good hand. And
As you attempt to close the door, roll me a strength check.
just straight
Oh,
strength. Okay.
She says strength check. Now that one's at a disadvantage.
I made sure to use my words. Lawyering me, bitch.
14.
Wait, is that disadvantage?
Yep.
14.
Yeah, it's still a 14.
Okay, let me roll my dice.
You going die today?
Are you using the black dice?
I am.
Oh, Don,
Fuck
Free
me.
me gonna die
you
today.
fucked up for Don. You should have said shit. You should have taken the
You
disadvantage
gonna
and
die
just.
today. You
Fuck
You
gonna
should have
me.
let them. You should let it clap them cheeks and just took it like a man.
It's a void of sulfur, and there's nothing good about letting that happen.
You didn't have to open the door again. You could have just left it
You
closed and
should
walked
have
away.
just left it alone.
As you attempt to shut the door, there's a hand pushed against it, and the door pushes open. You see a red-skinned tiefling in fine suit step through, wiping the little bit of sulfur off his dust, and you hear the ticking of his watch. And he goes, "Well, hello there. I just had to meet one of the boys dumb enough to get that big bag of bones involved in Sullivan cases. How do you do?"
I feel uncomfortable in many different ways right now.
I need an adult in the room. I need an adult.
I'm not gonna lie. I mentally was saying I need an adult.
He smiles, his teeth pointed and shiny, because lawyers have good teeth.
My shiny teeth, man. My shiny teeth.
Andreas is slowly backing to the entryway to his door, away from the closet. But like as he's trying to back away, he's like, "Who are you?"
Names are very important around here. If you want to know my name, what are you willing to pay for it?
Ah, shit. And he turns he turns more to the door. He's like fumbling for the handle,
As you fumble for the handle,
using the bad hand at this point because he's keeping the
roll
shield
me
up.
roll me a Constitution check.
What? Wait, is a Constitution save or check?
Check.
She's using her words.
Oh, goddamn.
You shouldn't have said shit.
Goddamn.
He rolled a 4 and a 5.
So that's gonna be the 4.
The doorknob is iron hot, as if touched by flames. You're going to take not bad, 3 heat damage. It's too hot to hold. Settle down there, little man. We got a little talking to do here. You like to get out of contracts? Mess with free will?
Wait. Oh, hold on. Out of character. Just to clarify, was I already healed from the long
Yes,
rest?
you're
Okay.
you're
So
fully
I
healed.
just took 3 damage.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I just
Like
want.
touching a hot iron.
No, I understand. I just want to mark it on my sheet. I, I'm I'm sorry. I'm a little bit flustered. It's not common where I come from for someone to come out from a void in my closet. Um, are you trying to get me out of my contracts?
Did you or did you not talk to Mr. Sunshine about getting out of your contract with Cassandra Sullivan?
I mean, I have discussed about like possibilities of how to avoid myself out of the contract. I mean, she was not really giving me guidance on how to finish our deal.
That's the thing about paperwork and the law. It has nothing to do with fairness, bitch.
Jesus Christ.
But I,
Feel hostility from that check
Where's
that
the
she made
Southern
you.
hospitality?
I thought the
all
law
that
is all about keeping everything to the T, to the letter. Why am I talking like you?
I don't, what the fuck?
Just about to ask the same thing.
Andre just impulsively mimics the person he's talking to.
He's just like, we gotta keep it to the T of the letter. And it's awfully hot in here. The temperature is rising.
Declare.
From what I understand of your contract, Miss Cassandra Sullivan gave you multiple opportunities to offer what you decided was worth the bargain of 25 gold.
I offered her gold, and she said no.
It is not up to Cassandra to pick what exactly you decide is worth her services. She decided when you offered a free service of her choice that was worth 25 gold.
Okay, all right. So, if
Where were you misled in this opportunity of free will? Where were you given no choice in that matter?
Because everybody that I've ever negotiated with was always giving me the wrong end of a deal, and like I was being hustled and everything.
Did you find your mind controlled? Were you under the influence? Were you possessed by a monkey who beat the shit out of you?
Was that monkey working for you? Because that monkey's not right. That's an unholy creature.
No, you're just that much of a dumbass to get beat by an ordinary monkey. There's nothing special about that monkey besides it being a pet trying to protect its owner. Please tell me where in the moment you gave your services and your soul to Miss Cassandra Sullivan, you were not of free will of choice.
Well, number one, I did not knowingly know what was going on, and I was not aware of said consequences of negotiation. I was given no speculation of said term, and then he starts trying to pull on his glasses. If so facto,
if you look at the bylines 39 paragraph 2, and he pulls out this long sheet of paper, Miss Sullivan is under no obligations to tell you full terms of the contract. Verbal agreement is enough.
Verbal agreement, but there was no written agreement per terms. How am I supposed to know the bylines if they were not provided to me? And that is purely negligence of disclosure.
Paragraph 2, section C. Miss Sullivan does not have to provide legal guidance or assistance. Those are waived by free choice.
And there's a knock on the door.
Okay, so
you hear a knock.
Do I hear a knock?
Yeah. Is that Wade?
Yeah.
What do you do besides knock on the door?
What do I do when I hear the knock on the door?
Yeah.
Is the door handle still hot?
You try.
You break my door.
I'm. He's like, one moment, please. He flicks his hand. It's like tries to tap the door handle.
Roll me a Constitution check.
God damn it!
Roll high, you dumb baby.
12.
Baby.
I got a 12.
I rolled high. You're gonna take 10 fire damage.
I get cut in half because I have resistance fire. I should have cut it in half in the first place. Okay, so
But it burns like a bitch.
still works. Andreas doesn't have much for words. He's a little flustered. He goes, occupied.
Is you all right? Last time I seen you, you wasn't doing too good.
I'm a little bit busy at the moment.
We told you to play with yourself in the bathroom. Nobody wants to do your dirty laundry.
Is there something you need?
Yeah, I wanted to talk about something that something weird.
Well, one moment, and I turn back to I'm assuming is a.
He didn't tell you
He's a
his
tiefling.
name,
He's a
so
tiefling.
don't even guess.
Sir. Clearly, this may not be an opportune moment. To make things right, and this,
Are
all
you
she needs.
talking to yourself?
I'm just yeah. People do it. It's to clear the thoughts. Just give me. I'll be with you in.
Is his door locked?
2 minutes.
Do you touch the door?
Yeah, I'll try to open the door.
Roll me a Constitution check.
Constitution check.
To turn back to the tiefling, it's like, listen, if as he's rolling, I'm just saying, like, if she just needs to square this deal out and be done with it, fine. We can settle this.
8. But
You're
even
gonna
if it burns me, I'm just still gonna try to open the door.
You're gonna take 10.
That's fine.
It's really, really hard to twist the doorknob. Roll me strength.
Shrink check or shrink save?
Check.
Check yourself or wreck yourself.
Nat 20.
Okay,
24.
yeah. You're able to open the door. When you do, the smell of sulfur is overwhelming, but you just see Andreas by himself.
First
And
off,
Andreas, your little companion is no longer in the room. And your closet has 4 corners again and a floor.
you said I took 10, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let me do that first. All right. Ah, fuck. Your door is really hot, and what? My room was smelling like this too. There must be something wrong in the engine room.
I don't know.
Why were you in here talking to yourself?
Do I feel like it's safe to say that? Do I feel like it was a dream, or do I know it was real?
Roll me wisdom.
Okay.
It will be a save. I'll be nice.
Oh, it's a save? Okay.
Yeah, because that check was not going to save anything.
All right. So 13.
You were frightened, and it felt like a nightmare.
I don't know what it was that maybe there's a leak somewhere, but I was having this vivid dream. It just whatever's happening is not right. We should probably check the pipes.
Can I check? Would I know that from coming into the room and the dream that I had that the night before, would I know that he wasn't alone?
Roll me a wisdom save because it's essentially the same roll whether or not you're deciding if what happened is real or a dream. Andreas, the bird marks in her hand are no longer there.
25.
Okay.
It felt very real, and your bird marks remain.
So, it was technically a 27, but I feel like I passed either way. My burn marks is still there. That's fine. So
that's evidence that something is going on that seems unnatural.
I'm gonna think about it. I'm pretty sure that it's not the pipes or engine. Were you actually here talking to yourself? Because you wasn't dreaming just a second ago when I was asking you questions through the door.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe I was in a dream. I was like,
okay. So what was going on in the dream?
There was a man with a weird accent, and he was chewing me out about the negotiations I had with Cassie. And
what negotiations?
Well, remember when I got all the supplies with her for everyone in the village initially?
How was he talking to you?
Well, kind of.
Feel like did you feel like he was chewing you out as a parent, chewing you out as somebody?
Well,
trying to teach you something, or how did it feel?
Well, it felt like a little bit accusatory. Like I was trying to snake my way out of a deal that I made, and saying that I made accusations that I was falsely put into the deal or forced into it.
He was playing both sides.
I don't think it was both sides. It's more like maybe he was representing her,
like a lawyer.
Ooh. Like that's more of a shiver, not like a pleasure. You get that out, you're my boy. He's like,
listen, you make all these noises. No one knows for sure what the fuck you're doing.
No one had that in their mind. Why did that need clarification?
I saw John's face.
It was just a nasty sound, regardless of what it was for.
So he was trying to defend it like a lawyer.
I mean, I don't have much experience with lawyers, but from what I've heard,
was he dressed nice, put together?
Oh yeah, he was definitely dressed nicer than most I've ever witnessed. He spoke almost in kind of proper, but not like as a royal. He is a like in this. It kind of sounded like this: like it's awfully hot in here, and we need to make sure that you people get your job done.
A southern region accent.
What do you mean, you people?
How about you just go to a room that has other people in it and stay there, and I'll come back for you.
I mean,
don't stay in this room.
No,
go to a room that's populated.
I don't disagree. I'm gonna grab my plushie,
and I'll find you in a little while, and I go looking for Davin.
I guess I'll go to. I don't know where there's another room with other people, but I'll leave the cabin.
Find one.
I'll leave the cabin, and then in my mind, as I'm grabbing the plushie, Andreas is just thinking. He's like, he's holding on to his plushie, the one thing that he's valued, and he's just thinking to himself, I just want to end this chapter. I want to close this end and be done with it. And he leaves the room.
Okay. We're going to give you a moment to figure out where you go, because you could either see Naomi, Chris, Huey, and we're going to go to Wayne and Davin. But before Wayne gets to Davin, you are alone in your room. You hear a similar knock at your closet door.
Nope. Nope.
You do not smell sulfur.
It smells like flowers
But sure not. You
and
know what?
sunshine.
I
It
sure
does
knock on
smell
my
like
door.
flowers and sunshine.
Everybody does. Knocks out the closet door.
I will. I'll have the sword. I'll put my hand on the hilt of the sword, and I will like, kind of like peek in a little bit to see what might be behind the door, but not open it fully.
As you peek, you see a desk and walls of books. And standing there, crossed arms and looking irritated, is a tall Asamar with white hair, slicked back, his foot tapping, impatient as he goes. So my boss told me you'd need my assistance.
I mean, actually, I was looking forward, maybe him just to do it. But I mean, if he sent you, that works too. I mean, we actually didn't get to meet each other before.
Right. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to step in my office and discuss this further?
I got time. I will step in and close the door behind me.
Okay. You are in Mr. Sunshine's law office.
What's it look like? What kind of pictures and posters he got? Let's suss this man out.
Okay, it's kind of like if you walked into the office of the main character, the female main character of the Mummy, so you get that archaeological vibe.
Evelyn.
So you see like it like you can tell that there's a wall, but it almost seems like you could go infinitely down that row, and there's just endless amounts of books and knowledge. You have a globe of constellations sitting at the desk that spins. You see this pendulum thing that goes click, 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 and different types of objects from material planes that you don't have never experienced before, as like paperweights and different things. Like there's a whole galaxy in a paperweight.
Cool. Okay.
And he takes his quill and he starts writing down, and he goes, "So I spoke with Azrael today. That went wonderful. I need to know what you know about your brother's contract. As you understand, free will is very difficult to work around. And it's the one thing that humanity is given that we are not allowed to interfere with."
I agree. As far as I know, it's an open-ended contract. Payment due upon Miss Sullivan's request, or whatever she deems fit or want. What I do know is, yes, my brother has free will, and typically, to his best ability, he makes whatever decision she makes. But in this case, I would like to plead that he was not in the proper state of mind from the torment and torture that he had gone through prior to stepping through the portal and coming here, and what he endured at the carnival itself, getting mutated and twisted, and at one part even taking his own life via proxy, and getting werewolfed, getting unwerewolfed, getting re-werewolfed via his own dirty blood again. So a lot of psychological effects that I would say he was not in the best mind to competently make a decision for an open-ended contract.
Was he suffering the lycanthropy curse when he made the decision?
Yes.
That could work in our favor. And you see him scribbling down some notes. Do you know how the lycanthropy curse works?
I pull out my journal that I had started kind of writing stuff down when we were like investigating the werewolves in Pottertown. From what I can see and have kind of noticed, it's transmitted via saliva, usually by a bite from a werewolf. It affects a humanoid host, and This particular case, the werewolves in question are dominated by Strahd.
See Sunshine nod, and there's a small smile on his face. Dominated or free will taken? We might have a case. We need witnesses to pinpoint when he was turned and when the deal was made. Are you on good terms with the carnival owner that I could reach out to them?
No. Unfortunately, we had a minor falling out, which ended in our expedition's retreat. I tried to stab her in the heart with the silver yakwa, and she moonbeamed me.
Yakwa.
Well, honestly, I did succeed. I stabbed her really good. I don't quite remember what the quarrel was over, but it was over something. And so we left. I did get the goodest boy in the process. I'm pretty sure there's a were-tiger out there somewhere. And that's kind of the first time I saw Sergey. I'm trying this new thing where I'm being a little bit more open. So it's yeah.
Does he even know what the goodest boy is?
Listen,
I mean, it's
throw
that out there.
It's captured on TV. The goodest boy was there. Okay.
Since you under my boss's retainer, I am obligated to help you. Cracks his neck. With services like this, as long as you are employed. Unfortunately.
Hey, I also made it so that way I'm gonna do my best to have less paperwork come through you guys. I did fill in Naomi of my new current position, and I'm gonna work on my best to help you out as well with less paperwork.
Longer you keep her alive, longer she's not my boss. That's all I ask.
I mean, I could also put in a really good word for you later on. Just saying, quid pro quo, you know.
Sure. Cool. Maybe I'll hold out hope for that. What I can do in this circumstance is I'll reach out to the carnival owner and I'll see if I can get the carnival to come to you. If I am able to attain that, I ask that you try to use your best persuasion tactics to help with your case, and I will work with the legalities there. She is part of the Fey realm, a different plane, so it is a little tricky, and I will have to pull some strings.
If it helps, I do have and I pull out the golden voucher from the captain of the carnival. If this may help in locating or maybe gaining favor, we had one of these. That's what it was. We had one of these. They were doing not so great things. We tried to stop it. Now it's kind of coming back. But yeah, I will hand him the golden ticket from the carnival. It's a golden voucher from captain of the carnival is what I have it listed as.
He nods. And another piece of advice, as your lawyer, it's good that you're being open with me. I'm here to help. I warn you and advise caution that information is power in these parts. You are living in a land where living is very, very valuable because you are a battery yet to be claimed. Give information sparingly and get things in return for it.
Oh, that you don't have to worry about. I keep things close to my chest with very certain people. Like I said, the being open part is a little bit new, and it's more of being open on general relevant information.
As for your brother, I am trying to get a court case for this to happen, so expect to see Miss Sullivan's legal representation at some point.
And what what can I prepare in the event that legal representative shows?
Your brother is not entitled to give anything at the time the contract is being questioned. So he needs to not use his free will and do dumb shit.
That's asking for the impossible, but I will sit down and do my best to relay. In all honesty, I was hoping to get this done in the background without his knowledge, just because he's an idiot and he's not understanding certain things and is putting himself in his own funk. So dealings with him are a little bit limited, but I'll pass it along.
Unfortunately, something like this would not go down silently. When you're dealing with secession plans with immortals, when it comes to taking over businesses, things are never quiet.
Got it. Okay. Noted.
She's had her eye on the three of you for a very long time. There was a reason you were brought to that haunted house.
I started figuring that much. In fact, I had my suspicions about her before I even left Pottertown.
I would be wary. She is someone that I would rather work with than her father. Work with the devil, you know. But sometimes foxes are very cunning.
Sometimes I found you might need to become the devil than to work with the devil you know.
I like my books. I don't have to worry about those choices.
And a fine collection. Very fine, actually. When's the last time you took a vacation?
We are not given vacations. That is for mortality.
That's going to change because you seem to have been and seen some interesting things. And once this is done, we look like we have a ship that will traverse a few planes, and another intellectual and the hunt for knowledge would be most enjoyable company.
Roll persuasion.
Hey. I wasn't ready for that.
For some reason, when you were talking about like sometimes you gotta become the devil, I was thinking like sometimes a chicken has to become the fox.
That's 7. A whopping 7.
Strong
He
persuasion.
chuckles. He chuckles, amused.
I'm strong suit.
These conversations are not as unpleasant as I thought. If that's all, you can go back. Stay alive.
Appreciate it. Real quick before I leave, what can I really call you? Because I have means of communication, but they won't work with a false name. And I will take this to the grave.
Betty.
He goes in his pocket and tosses you a pebble. And he goes, I know what you are and what you can do with the name. You will stick with Mr. Sunshine.
It was what I can do with the name? I don't even know what I can do with the name. What am I?
You don't know, but he knows.
Okay. I'm just going to put Mr. Sunshine Pebble in my inventory. As long as I can communicate with you, that's fine by me.
You can reach me with that at any time, at any point. If I do not answer, I am gone.
Interesting. Real quick, this is kind of small, maybe irrelevant. Do you handle last wills and testaments?
Yes, I do.
All right. Well, for now, I'll leave with that. It's good to know. I may need something done, just in case. But have a great rest of your day. And Davin will kind of give him like the little turn, do like the little behind his back without looking wave, and walk through the door.
And right before you walk through the door, you do hear almost like a pause. I won't give you my name, but I am one of the first archangels. Do with that information as you will.
Oh, okay. Okay, one of the first archangels. Got it. Cool. And I'll give him a thumbs up and I'll close the door behind me. And we have research to do now.
Motherfuckers, as you leave, you hear a bump, bump, bump from Wayne.
I'll go and open that door. Yes?
Yeah, there's some weird shit happening here. Your brother was talking to someone.
This house is unclean.
I told you it was the reason Davin's actions had this all happen.
He was talking to a lawyer.
Good. Where is he?
I told him to go to a room that was populated because I didn't trust him being by himself, especially talking to a lawyer. And did you have a weird dream last night with sulfur smells?
No sulfur. Me and Sergey always have weird dreams.
Yeah, because
thank you for letting me know.
Your brother's room smells like sulfur, and I woke up smelling sulfur.
We're gonna circle back to that. Give me like 20 minutes, and I'm gonna pat him on the shoulder as I walk by and try and find Andreas.
Andreas, which NPC did you end up finding first?
I didn't realize that was my choice, but
I was giving you a choice. That's why
I'm gonna say Huey. I'm gonna say Huey. I'm gonna go to the engine room.
Okay, you go to the engine room to find Huey. Because Davin told him to go to sleep. He's not there anymore.
Oh shit!
As you enter the engine room, you smell sulfur in your nose again. The pipes you hear bum, 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 bum.
Come on, man.
Have you ever seen a Freddy Krueger movie? You went to the boiler room, you're going to die.
Andrea's never seen a horror film. He's like, this has to end. Like, we just need to stop this.
Roll a wisdom check.
Boy, she's making sure she says check.
Yeah.
Wait.
Shit, I'm not even gonna roll a second one because I know what's gonna be.
God.
I rolled 1, a two technically.
Nat 1 plus 1.
Nat 1. It's a nat 1, man.
Plus 1, yeah.
It's still a nat 1. That's a successful failure.
That's as low as I can go.
Fuck.
You can't tell if it's the fever or the fear, but you're sweating. You're sweating. It's hard to breathe. It feels like the walls are closing in, and the smell is overwhelming. And you just see like there's an engine like door. If you open it, would be where the vial case is. It's like clanging to try to open, and going louder and louder and louder, and it pops, filling the whole room with black mist. You are blinded. It is just covered in darkness, like the darkness spell.
Okay. Andreas, as flustered as he is, he goes, enough. Enough. Cassie, if you're trying to get something out of me, just show yourself. He waits. He's like,
Davin's running around casting a message in different directions, trying to get Andreas.
Does anybody show up or?
Oh no, this is happening while Davin's talking to Mr. Sunshine.
Oh shit!
Damn! Oh shit!
You hear it ticking.
It's about to get real.
From a clock, almost that same ticking that you heard while you were sleeping. That all you might have heard while you were sleeping.
Do I see where the ticking is coming from? Like, since I'm in the darkness, or?
It's pacing around you in clockwise motion, as if
wait, was this from the tiefling? Did he have a watch?
He had a watch. He checked his watch before he looked at you.
Oh shit! All right. Andreas is gonna try to muster up. He's a little bit flustered here. He's like, hello, sir. Clearly you are here to represent a Miss Cassie Sullivan, and
Why?
It's Obama all over again.
Just to clarify, we want to yes, we want to end the deal because we want to clarify and finalize the terms of the paperwork. If she is ready to finish what has been begun and started, I'll be more than happy to clarify said terms.
Roll persuasion.
What happened to being depressed and regressive from people? This is the opposite, you fool.
Sound like Colonel Sanders, jackass.
He was all like, I am fury incarnate, I will explode. I will do as you wish, sir.
He is flustered beyond recognition. He is not used to attorney.
So your first instinct is to do what he wants.
You are terrified because you crit failed. You are absolutely terrified. You feel your heart rate spiking. It is the scariest thing you've probably felt. You feel like your soul is in danger. Even though this man's in a suit, he's really not intimidating at all.
Listen, there's a different type of fear of facing a monster head on versus like facing an attorney. I'm just saying that is not the same kind of fear.
You're still shrouded in the darkness. This is a persuasion check after your speech to get him to reply back. I just need to know what you got.
That was the 6.
You hear a laugh and you go, boy, the only way out of your contract is offering something of your free choice and will. Do you have something in mind finally and once in your goddamn life? What are you willing to give to get out of this contract? At this, I will allow Davin and Wayne to enter the engine room or sending mention. Where would you guys go to look for him first, actually?
Davin would send message because he wouldn't know. Because if Wayne said he went to go find people, it'd be easier to try and contact him instead of searching.
Okay. So I will allow you to send message. Andreas, you will hear this as you're shrouded in the darkness.
I would have thought that he would look for Huey since Wayne first met him, he was with Huey. So I would have thought he would go looking for Huey. And I haven't seen Huey in a couple days, knowing that he's in the engine room. So Wayne will go in there.
Are you guys traveling together?
I mean, I left first, but if while casting message, if Wayne were like gestured or said to like, check engine room or something, I probably also would have followed suit. Just because he saw him last, it would just make sense.
Yeah, and I felt like he was trying to brush me off, but I had more concerns on what the hell's going on, so I would have went looking for him.
So joint operation. I'm gonna cast message. I'm like, don't say anything to nobody. If any lawyers come, we need to talk. We got shit handled. Say nothing.
Roll persuasion. He is frightened.
Ooh. Come on, work on it. That's a 15.
I will allow you to a wisdom save to get out of the condition of frightened, Andreas.
Come on, man.
It is a save.
There you go. He net 20 plus 5. Look at the power of brotherhood.
Out of all the anger and resentment, there's a moment of clarity for you, Andreas. This guy is angry, and he's mad. Someone was trying to help you save your soul. And as you hear your brother, you can feel that love, that maybe, just maybe, he's looking out for you too.
Love, I wouldn't go that far.
What do? You have a choice.
It's like I choose to I choose to listen to that part of me, and I need legal counsel. I need an adult.
Evens or odds?
Odds.
Shit. So much for having a choice.
The choice was in your favor this time. As you say, I need an adult. I need a lawyer. You feel the embroidered symbol of the Raven Queen
Sunshine is there.
glow with a radiant light. The fog is dispelled, and for a moment, maybe you heard pain. You were alone in the engine room.
I heard pain.
You might have heard pain. You know, the way you hear pain, like yelping. And
Oh,
yeah.
like oh, it's like my mind went to like Naruto. I'm like, everything is death and destruction. I'm like, almighty push. I'm like, oh shit, this just turned south real bad.
You were gonna get pushed into one.
She said
rows.
pain, and you went to Naruto, and I immediately went to Pain and Panic from Hercules. if it's good.
Okay. All right. So the room has been cleansed, ish.
The embroidered mark of the Raven Queen is still glowing.
Okay.
But right. You could still smell sulfur.
All right. Okay. So I try to leave the room and go and see if I can respond back to Davin and be like, where are you?
As you do, you're still a little bit like sulfur in the eyes. You bump right into Wayne.
Ugh.
There you are. I told you to go somewhere with people.
I thought Huey's like always here. I thought he'd be here.
I told Huey to go to bed because he's been working for days straight.
What did we miss?
He showed up again. The one I told you about, and
the lawyer.
Yes, and he very adamantly wants to end the bargain.
You don't need to do anything.
I mean, he said I just have to specify what do I feel is equal equivalent.
You don't have to do anything. The whole deal is being disputed.
Okay.
We haven't had a chance to talk yet. I was going to tell everyone over breakfast, but things are getting expedited. I'm working directly with Death in getting your contract removed under the gauge that you did not have free will, as you were under crazy amounts of stress and Strahd influence at the time that you made the decision. As of right now, with it being disputed and via Mr. Sunshine's guidance, zip it.
I was under Strahd's influence.
You were a werewolf, weren't you?
But I mean, I wasn't controlled.
Enough said. Don't speak anymore.
You were a werewolf. And we just got out of the carnival, and you went through a shit ton of the carnival, didn't you?
Well, yeah, we both did.
More so than you than me. Nothing happened to me at the carnival. Except getting a goodest boy and losing a goodest boy.
So
I mean,
exactly
you were
what
infected.
what did you give up here?
Oh,
Did you say anything?
I was about to say I was willing to offer my plushie.
First off,
Don't even offer
you don't gotta say anything else. Not even how you were feeling or what was going on that day.
Regardless of what you are going to offer up, your soul is still bound to it. So as of right
But it was a
now,
plushie.
you and this. You remember Mr. Sunshine, the guy that you talked to,
Yes.
who said he might maybe look into it as pro bono. Well, now he has no choice but to work into it.
He didn't like me.
Why?
He didn't. He still doesn't. Thinks you're an idiot. But he is helping, and he said, zip it. Plushie or not. That part that you think is worth whatever the contract was is not the main issue. The issue is once that contract is sealed and completed, your soul becomes hers, regardless of what you offer up.
That doesn't seem lawful binding.
What kind of plane are we in?
Andres, Davin. Second tier.
What?
Andres, let's just be quiet about it. Don't say nothing else. Now, Davin, what did you give up to working for him?
Nothing.
Nobody does anything for free.
Well, technically, the Veiled Buses already made a pledge of servitude to the Raven Queen, / also death to just since we take out ghosts. However, that was something that was never mentioned when we joined. What I instead did was offer to become a ward of death, and in doing so, I would stay with Naomi until she ascends.
I mean, I technically already promised that to Mr. Sunshine, and that's why he said he'll work pro bono.
Yeah, but you see, I talked to his boss.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. And after she ascends, what happens to you?
Well, at that point, depending on how long it takes, I didn't do it to gain any longevity in life. I didn't do it to continue with the afterlife. Once I naturally die, whether that be before she ascends or after she ascends, I'm dead for good. But in the meantime, he has.
So you gave up your free will basically for your brother's soul.
No. The getting his contract removed was I simply asked for a favor after already dealing with death. I'd already spoken with death about becoming a ward. It seemed the best way to protect everyone as long as possible.
Okay. With that being said, we'll touch that subject again later on. We need to keep diving into more to that because I don't trust anyone. Who had a weird dream?
Apparently, I didn't even have a dream. It just happened. So, not it.
Sergey had a shared vision of one of his memories, but that's about it. Nothing unusual. It happens from time to time.
Yeah. Last night, I was tied. Well, in my dream, I was tied up to a metal table, binded to it, with my skin melting off in a body that wasn't mine.
Is the lawyer still around? Like, is he?
I mean, do I still smell sulfur, or do I perceive that?
Can you get in contact with Mr. Sunshine to find out what the hell's going on? Would he know?
Passively, it's not like directly there, but an ever lingering presence. You feel like their eyes are watching you, Andreas.
I mean, to answer, I don't think we're in a private place. I don't think this is like when we were hiding from Strahd. I think we're now actively being watched.
All right. We know you're there. Come out and have a conversation.
No, not even that. Get the fuck off my ship.
Before you get the fuck off the ship, how about you have the conversation instead of lingering in the shadows?
You hear no response.
And I just look at Andros. Do you feel like they're still watching?
I mean, like, I feel like they're watching, just like, but I don't know if they're gonna intervene. The last thing I said to them is I need counsel, and I need an adult.
Can I, if I focus, would I be able to know where they are?
Do you have expertise in the ethereal plane?
Since you just said it like that and I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about, probably not.
I mean, would that be Arcana, or?
I think I'm the only one in this trio right now that has ethereal plane access.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a planeswalker, aren't you?
Yeah.
Whoever's watching us needs to come the fuck out.
I'm not going to.
Well, we need answers.
No, we don't. Not from them. Whatever answers they're going to give is in the benefit of Cassie and the Sullivans.
Absolutely, I understand that. I'm not. Andres,
back to the dream.
Earmuffs.
Covers his ears.
I'm not your dumbass brother. I understand that they're trying to fuck him and they're trying to fuck us. I'm not him. I understand that. We need answers. And if they have any inkling of what the fuck's going on, I want to know.
Anything that they're going to know is going to be for a price. And we already know that their price is very steep.
All right.
It's a stupid choice.
So again, I ask, can you get in contact with Mr. Sunshine?
Yes, I can get in contact with Mr. Sullivan and Death itself.
Andreas puts up a hand and says, I have an idea.
I just look at him and go, yes.
Well, why don't we just why don't we just see if we can get in touch with Cassie and Mr. Sunshine and see if we can all just hash this out in one go? If they're trying to negotiate this and get this done, why don't we just get it done?
How about we let the professionals deal with that?
The fact that she sent a lawyer after you means that she's not willing to just sit down and talk. But
I mean, technically the lawyer accused me of trying to snake my way out of the deal behind other people.
You did talk with Sullivan or Sunshine first, right?
I was seeking guidance.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, who now? Damn.
So how about we go up to your room and have this conversation with Death or Mr. Sunshine?
Give me 1 second. And I'm going to try and contact Sergey.
Okay.
And like, all right. From the, you know what's going on. Prying eyes from the ethereal. Is there a way to temporarily block it, even if it's for 10 minutes?
Oh god, I gotta practice different accents. Give me a.
I love having Google in my head.
Get a southern accent going. I'm gonna switch it up to Ukrainian.
Sweet fucking Jesus.
There are ways that you can block divine theory. The people that we are entangling with now are the ones that design the fabrics of all forms of planes of reality, the gods themselves. There might be spells from your friend of wicked blood, or Naomi herself, that could prevent them from seeing him.
Gotcha. So nothing I could scribble down like the celestial scribbles for Shroud. It's purely spell based.
We could use symbols like that, from what I know about the spell, and create some sort of token of protection.
Okay. Appreciate it. Archangel names. Work on that till I get back. And I'm gonna pop back with the guys.
There's a lot of archangels, my man.
That's what I told him to. So I told him he's got time to work on it. He ain't doing nothing else right now.
Let's go to your mind palace. There's nothing there.
All right. Sergey said that maybe Naomi or Huey might have a spell to get prying eyes off temporarily, but that's about it. Nothing immediate. But there are a few things we definitely need to talk about. So, group meeting or yeah, let's get the rest.
You guys, as you're looking for, you have Blinky, Mr. Blinky, with his monkey. He's at the top of the ship. You smell roasted potatoes, peppers, eggs, bacon, pancake, a good breakfast. Naomi is helping with placing stuff on the table, while Chris is checking the fixed tears that were in the on the sails to make sure that they're operational in other parts of the ship. Oh, boys! You know, a little cold and chilly here, but the ship has lots of food. Come eat! Eat, I couldn't help myself.
Appreciate it. Yeah. Everyone, we need to talk. Is everyone else here? Is Naomi and Huey here? Do we need to go get them?
Huey is fast asleep. You can try waking him up.
I'll message him like, sorry to bug you, bud. You gotta get up. We gotta talk. Important things happening. Chop chop.
Okay. Oh yeah, I didn't put the octopus in the salad this time.
That sounds delicious. Okay. All right, Huey's on his way.
You might want to have left him sleeping.
If he has a spell, he has a spell. He'll go back to sleep. Do you want to start off, Wayne?
Yeah, so apparently, has anybody here had a weird dream last night?
Show of hands. Anyone?
Naomi raises her hand. Chris does too, and so does Mr. Blinky.
What happened in these dreams? Or more importantly, did you smell sulfur in your rooms?
Well, I didn't smell sulfur, but I woke up with different arms and legs, and I had his head sewn on my. We're screaming at each other. It was quite frightening.
As Blinkies?
Yes, that's the voice I'm doing.
Okay, so you dreamed you were Andreas the Carnival.
It was very weird. I felt like I was being experimented on.
Was there a lady with a purple hair in your dream?
Yeah, she had goggles, and she was very fascinating. I wrote lots of notes.
Davin will scribble that in his journal.
Okay, anything else?
It was quite terrifying.
Sorry to hear that. Next.
Well, I just had a dream I was on on a metal slab, screaming. And then I became a bright form of lightning.
I had a dream that I was on a metal slab as well. Were you bounded to that table?
Yeah, I couldn't move.
Everybody that had a weird dream, were you on a table?
No.
Chris shakes her head no.
Okay, so you and I had a similar dream.
Chris, did you dream of Sergey and Irina?
I dreamed. She pauses for a minute. I saw the same woman. She was there at Strahd's party.
Purple hair.
Victra. I was giving birth, and she was very excited to take the baby.
You as Irina giving birth? Or you as you?
Me.
Huh.
Doesn't Strahd want you?
He wants both of them. But her, because she's the reincarnation of the woman he couldn't have.
I know my dream was bad, but I don't like yours at all. And I look at Davin. Do you get the sense of these are all visions from things that can happen in the future?
Mine are always from the past. With me and Sergey connected, I get a glimpse of his memories, his visions. So for me, it's never future, it's always past.
Because that would make me think that Strahd wants her to carry his offspring. If that lady's too excited, I don't like that.
That lady, but I saw her in Sergey's vision. Blinky's has seen her, and in our visions, she was, at least in mine anyway. She
was that lady in mine?
Roll.
I mean, is it
intelligence
possible?
Or history?
I mean, is it possible that she's reaching out to us because we're no longer under Strahd?
No. From what I can recall from...
I got a dose.
Nah, man, you were in your old body. You were in Wayne's body. It was decayed the way it was when you made that deal with Vecna, and you were strapped and screaming in pain, and you were flying in the clouds afterwards. But
Yeah,
the body that you were in was made of nothing but bone, and it did not look human.
Would I know that it was my body or
the body on the
body?
table? The body on the table was your original body after it made the contract with Vecna. So it was decayed, rotting, blacked, and charred.
Yeah, because...
But the body that you were flying in was very large, made of bone, and felt unfamiliar to you.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
From what I was gathering in Sergey's vision and from what Blinky was saying, the purple-haired lady seems to be almost experimenting on things.
Yeah.
So if she's eager to get the baby, then I don't know.
I don't feel anything good coming out of this because that was my original body that Vecna has that I saw on the table. The same table she was on. And if she saw the purple-haired lady in that vision, that means that lady's working for Vecna.
Was it Naomi that had the purple lady too?
Mm-hmm. You guys do know from what you've been told that every domain of hell has someone that controls the environment and the area of it and has special abilities because they have a contract with Vecna. They can play and manipulate with the souls like it's an open ground playground.
I might be able to get information from someone.
Any information right now is gonna help. We shouldn't go into any fight blind.
Give me 2 minutes.
Remember, you're not alone.
Yeah, I always got Sergey. I'm never alone.
Yeah.
But like talking like this, I think Wayne, you're probably more persuasive as far as like catching it. Davin's tone is a lot different than how he would normally speak to you. It's like he's hearing you, but it's like the moment he says, I may have someone I could reach out to, his voice and thoughts seem very distant. So he's like half paying attention to what you're saying now. But I'm gonna go and walk and go up like, oh, I'll be right back, and I'm gonna head to my room.
What's the girl's name that is your road dog?
Huh?
You mean the Chris?
Yeah, whatever her name was. I forgot her name.
It's Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah. See.
So I look at Chris and I say, I don't like where he's at. Something feels off. You're the closest to him. He still doesn't trust me fully. Go check him. And if you feel anything off, don't say anything. Just come get me an undress.
I'm gonna. No, she wouldn't. She wouldn't roll insight on Davin at this point of the relationship.
Before Davin leaves the room, I should have did this from the beginning. I'm gonna cast Zone of Truth.
He will know that you cast it, and you will
That's
know.
fine.
But you will know if he passed or failed.
Okay.
He's also not restrained, so he can leave the zone.
That's fine.
I think it's a wisdom save.
It's a DC of 14 is a charisma.
Charisma. All right, yeah. Roll charisma saving throw.
Okay.
I mean, that's if you choose, you can choose to fail if you want to.
He rolled a 2.
Yeah.
I guess it doesn't matter.
Davin, as you're about to leave, you feel someone put a spell on you, and you are compelled to not lie. Wayne, you are very well aware that he failed the spell.
Before you go, Davin, is there something you're not telling us?
Yeah.
What
But
is it?
that spell wasn't necessary.
Well, seeing how you already forgot to mention that you did something, pardon me for the trust
I haven't
issues.
forgotten to mention I didn't get to it yet. I said I
Okay,
was
so-
looking for a time and shit happened early.
What haven't you mentioned?
Chris stands in between you and Davin and
I'm
goes,
sitting.
she still stands between you two
Okay.
in a protective way.
That's my
And she
big
goes, Davin has been trustworthy this whole time and has earned the respect of many people here. You have yet to earn that.
Are we still in the zone of truth?
Yeah,
Did she walk in?
she walked in.
And I cannot lie in the zone of truth as well, right?
She does a charisma saving throw.
Andreas is just sitting there watching this whole thing play out, holding his plushie.
As you squeeze it, you hear, Daddy, it hurts!
What, Daddy? The pain.
You just hear that in the background.
Your nose is running, and you know what? It sucks is that when you have pneumonia, sometimes you get a sinus infection at the same time. You feel a lot of pressure in your head. It's the worst. Oh, God. Getting her character out. I don't know what her stats are.
Well, either way.
Probably better than
Well,
mine,
either
but-
way. Yeah, I get what you're saying, and I understand it, and don't disagree with you.
You feel that she passed the roll.
That's fine. But I put up a field of zone of truth. It's what I did. So nobody in this circle can tell lies. And I'm telling you right now, I'm in the mindset of getting out of here. I don't care how it happens, I just want to get out. Do I want everybody to make it out? There's some of you that I don't care for. That's since the beginning. I'm working through. Do I want to help you guys get out? If it helps me get out, absolutely. I just want to know the truth so we can all make a plan to get the fuck out of here.
Listen, the reason why I said the spell was unnecessary is because I have been telling you the truth. And as of right now, the person I'm about to contact, I don't know what to call her.
So
But
if
once
you
I
don't
find
even
out-
know what to call her, do you think this is a smart idea?
I do.
Trust him.
Oh.
And since we're in the zone of truth, I'm not gonna lie. You would trust him if he told you to jump off a bridge knowing you would die. So your
Well,
loyalty
I would
is
never tell her to
appreciated.
jump.
Oh
I'd
my
tell her to push
God.
Andreas.
Granted, your loyalty is admirable and very great. But right now,
Davin, was she at the dinner?
Wayne's not gonna lie, so Wayne's gonna be 100% honest with her. So this is gonna be really mean. Your loyalty is great, but at the moment, the fucking adults are talking. So let us work through this. No one was even speaking to you at the moment. And I really do apologize how this sounds, but let us speak and don't butt in.
I don't have to listen to you.
You're right, you don't. But from now on, I'm going to ignore you. So again, I ask, is this a smart play?
It is a smart play. I've already answered your question. And if you talk like to her like that again, I'll rip your own throat out
Do it.
in due time. And then Davin leaves to go do what he was going to do.
Kind of like stands in between, like the rest of the group and where you left to give you the space to do what you want to do. And if anyone tries following, she's gonna.
Oh, I stand up immediately after he says that, and I just turn around and I walk away.
As long as it's not in the direction to where he was, she'll leave you alone.
If there's only one way out, one way in, I don't know what to tell.
It's a ship. There's multiple directions you can go.
That's why I said if there's only one way in, one way out.
It's a hallway. You can go left or right. I mean,
I don't know what the fucking the inside of the ship looks like.
What
I'm saying is if there's only one way in and out,
it's on the map. It's on the map, you guys.
Yeah.
It's on the top of the. You guys are on top of the deck.
Oh, we're on top of the deck. I thought we were
on the inside.
I thought we were inside because in the kitchen you said that's.
No, I said he cooked. He cooked at the top, and Chris was looking at the sails.
Okay. Well,
we all thought that we were on the inside.
Yeah,
I've been sitting in the corner.
No, he was cooking like. You don't want to cook on the inside of the ship. It's like he had like a portable grill that he was cooking all that. So it was there. But I did state that she was looking at the sails to make sure that they were measured, and Naomi was setting the table.
Does Wayne come by near me? I know he walked away, but does he walk closer to me or anything like that?
Well, if there's only one way inside, I'm gonna go to my room. So if he's walking in that direction and I have to go that direction, I'm gonna go the same
way. Wait, what?
Okay.
What I'm saying is, if there's only one way inside.
Well, I guess it depends. Yeah. Did you go to the captain's quarters or did you go to your room?
No.
Because the captain's quarters.
I just said I'm going to my room. I don't know.
If we were on the top
I need to know where he went. If he's at the top deck, that determines what Chris does.
Because that changes everything. Because if I thought we were inside, so I would have gone to my room. But if we're on the top deck, I'm gonna climb up to like the crow's nest area instead.
Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. She's gonna let you go to your room, but like any direction towards Deb, and she was gonna stop you.
All right. I mean, if I'll probably would have been perched by the stairway close to, because to my interpretation, the stairs, there's like a stairs going up and the stairs going down. I probably would have been sitting on the stairs going up, but that would have been right next to each other, right?
Yeah.
Wayne, if you're gonna cross by me, based on what I saw reaction wise from Davin, and I'm going based on an assumption here, if you continue to walk by me, I'm gonna say I think I know who he's talking to, or gonna try to talk to, and I'll leave it at that.
Can't hear you, Jay.
Yeah, I can't hear you.
I look at Andres and I go, "Do you trust her?"
If it's who I think it is, I hope so.
What I was fearing, and that's why I asked twice.
I mean, and I'll you know, to Andreas, Andreas perceives that the only other person that Davin would even attempt, especially he said her, that he would attempt to try to reach out to, and this is why I yelled in the middle of it, was she at the dinner? Because I caught that was one of the demon lords, and I want to say I suspected that's his mother. I'm going by memory. It was a long time ago.
Almost like
was at that dinner.
Huh?
There's so many episodes of your life has transpired here.
Yes.
Well, I could say like 30.
We're at 30, yes. So, I want to say that was like around episode 12 or 10, or either way. Yeah, I think she's one of the only ones there that really gave him like a concern, a validation. And oh no, I did catch it because I remember I have the observant feat and I could read lips, and I caught that.
Telling me, or are you thinking this?
I'm thinking this to myself right now. I'm like rationalizing, but this is who I think. Yeah.
Okay.
So
you didn't catch that she gave me that potion of remove curse that got you.
Observant is for mouth reading.
You didn't read those lips.
So listen, I really think he thinks he might have close enough ties that he could, if not trust, maybe work with. At least trust to work with this person.
You said that to me, or you still think
that? I'll say to you.
Well, y'all let me know when y'all ready. And I go to my room and I try to figure out if I can get in contact with Mr. Sunshine.
Everybody wants to talk to Mr. Sunshine.
He's gonna be so mad.
He's like, I'm trying to get work done, and all you do is call me.
That's what a good lawyer is for.
But he's not. You're a lawyer.
I didn't say he was.
I'm just there squeezing my plushie.
He's got to do the jingle, Jay. Like a good neighbor, sunshine is there.
He was supposed to be a one-off note character.
Yep, no, you fucked up because now he's with us.
God damn it.
I'm recruiting him for my crew.
You should already know that one-off characters never end up being one-offs.
This is worse than the first campaign I did when I had the 4 horsemen and they binded the pestilence in a book and then just summoned him to ask questions because he could not lie. And I was like, motherfuckers. And they would just literally ask him everything. And I'm like, oh my God. Because
just because someone can't lie doesn't mean they have to answer the question.
Well, each horseman I gave them a prideful sin, so his was sloth. And I gave them something that was a negative, like famine had to gamble and all that. Like there was wagers. Like if you made a compelling deal, he could not refuse. Pestilence could not lie straight up, but he was just too tired and too lazy to do anything about it.
Interesting.
Because when you're sick, I forget the other ones. War was compelled to challenges, which is different than wagers. but similar. But that I'm not going to incorporate those guys. No, maybe if you guys are tinkering with angels and demons. But Wayne and Davin, so I know who to go. I'm gonna go Jay, even Zerat.
So, seeing how Mr. Sunshine did talk to me when I was on the other side, and he was the one that opened the gates for me, I'm hoping that I have some ties to him to be able to summon him or get his attention. So
how do you try to get his attention?
How not to? I'm gonna sit down and I'm going to pretty much inner thoughts, speaking out loud to gods in that domain.
Roll me religion.
Great. Fucking religion. Probably didn't get in contact with him. It was a 12.
You heard elevator music in your head.
Close my eyes and I focus on the elevator music, and I open my eyes. I'm hoping I'm in an elevator.
Nah, you're in your room.
All right.
It's just like that elevator waiting music.
Huh? Cute music. And I try to focus in more to hope to get it to talk to him. It's about one of your clients.
Roll me religion.
Jesus Christ. Religion is not my 14.
All time is, and there is no answer as you hear elevator.
Listen, I feel like one of your fucking clients is gonna make a dumbass decision. That's gonna cost you, which I hear you don't like, paperwork.
Roll religion.
Jesus Christ.
You gotta believe to achieve, Jay.
16. I literally went from 12, 14 to 16. God damn.
Your prayers are heard. Whole time is bum 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 bum.
Wow, she didn't even give you the time. It's like whole time is
bum 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 bum.
I would laugh if she just like, click, Mr. Sunshine's office, hold please.
Shit, if you want to cut to John's thing, I got a whole time.
Okay, we're gonna cut to John as you're on hold with heaven.
I mean, at least she didn't drop like random prayers in the middle of there. It's like, and now the chapter 13 of 12! Exclamation!
One of those Sarah McLachlan SPCA commercials just randomly plays.
Yeah.
You hear, in the arms of an angel.
Angels are dicks. I don't know about you, man.
And a prayer for only $1 a day.
Right. John, you get up to the top of this. You might see this. You were pretty high up now. Please roll me for what's your passive perception actually?
Passive perception is 11.
Oh, you don't see it, but you hear in the dark. You hear in the darkness, like foot's barely picking up and moving, like shambling of the cave. But you also hear like drops of water, like dun, 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 and just like shambling sounds.
I don't want to leave that unchecked. Can I try and pinpoint where it's coming from, and I will say that with our level up, I am now in my one of my favorite terrains, which is the Arctic.
Oh, we are in the Arctic. Yeah, Stu, you're around here.
You're around there? Okay. Okay. Does it look like there's like somebody walking around?
As you look, roll perception.
Perception.
Gotta see, man. Gotta see to believe.
Dirty 20.
Oh yeah, because they're not actively trying to hide. So let's see. We're gonna go to. Hold on. Play. Let's see. Aha, yes. We're just gonna fast pace. You see these flesh-like abominations with different size arms and feet sewn together. With they look like instead of eyeballs, their eyes are sewn shut, and slug-like eyes are instead going up and down in different directions. They're just shambling in the dark. If you see it there, I'm gonna have you roll another perception roll.
Oh no. Opposite side, I got a natural 1 for 2.
Oh, yeah, you don't see anymore. Never mind.
Okay.
You're just so mortified by these slug-like things, and maybe one of the eyes looks at you like, "Holy fuck!"
So I get the feeling that they noticed us, right?
They don't seem to notice you. I do warn you that apparently my webpage crashed, so we may have a blue screen computer in about a minute. We're hoping, fingers crossed.
Oh no!
No, we're just at the good bits.
Oh no! Then it's really a surprise.
I'm gonna look down and I'm gonna message Chris and be like, quickly tell everyone that there are flesh creatures about outside the caverns. They haven't noticed us. Try and keep it quiet and have Huey ready the ship to leave.
So yeah, Huey for the engine room.
Huh?
If we have to leave, we leaving on the ship.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I'll do that. So you see Chris going down, which means Wayne, as you hear, she can see Andreas versus like Andreas. I need you to be very quiet. I need you to stay calm.
That's what I excel with.
Just look at this leaf for a second. The boat might be surrounded by some sort of creatures. They haven't spotted us yet. We're going to try and quietly leave the ship. Can you protect Huey while he's going to be in the engine room and he's just been a little tired?
So Huey's already in the engine room?
I don't know. I'm going to wait. But he's going to need to operate the engine. I'm asking for your help to make sure that he's okay doing it.
I can do that.
Okay, thank you.
He grabs his plushie, goes down into the back downstairs to the engine room.
And then before Davin makes his way back down, he's gonna settle in the crow's nest and without seeing like immediate threat, just try and he's gonna take out the queen's chess piece that Death gave him, and he's going to kind of like spin in his hand a little bit, and then he's going to cast Sending.
What are your 25 words?
Start counting.
Hey, Mom. I need info on the purple-haired psycho. She may be relevant to escaping. Have to protect Chris.
For a moment, there's silence. Victra Mordenheim. Main scientist, doctor for Vecna. Experimentation.
That's his podiatrist.
Over morals. She knows what you are. Do not engage.
And that's the last bit. The do not engage is the end.
Do I have a little bit more? I have like that. Do not engage.
Then that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 words.
18 words? Okay.
You got
what else can she tell you? I got 3?
3 words.
I thought it was 25.
It's 25. It's 25, so I got a little bit.
So she got like 7 words. Love you, son.
21. I only did 21, so boom, I fit my message in real good.
Okay.
I mean, if there's nothing else to say.
No, but she's like,
shut your mouth, okay?
Shut your mouth. Give me a moment. Goddamn.
You just see, like, in the air, 3 dots, like, just producing. She's still typing.
Domain. Mordant. Allies.
Well, domain, and then what was it?
Mordant.
Mordant?
Mordent. Allies.
Allies.
Research. Constellations. And birth.
Shit.
If I have one more word, it'd be your birth.
So there was that, what? 18 before, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Nope, 25.
Okay. So you just get research birth.
Okay. Man, both her and Sunshine said something really similar. And for that motherfucker to be a side character, he's gonna like sit there and ponder for a bit. He's like, he didn't think he'd ever say mom again, so it's weird. And he, in his head, like, it's not even his mom, it's just a body that looks like her. But he will quietly climb down the mast and get everyone ready to try and depart.
At this time, Wayne, you hear the elevator music. Bum 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 bum. Prayers are important. Bum 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 bum. And you hear a knock on the door.
I heard a knock on the door.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I opened the door.
You see Chris there. She goes, "We think there are creatures surrounding the boat, but they don't know that we're here. We're getting everyone to be alerted so that we can quietly leave."
What really sucks is she interrupted your call.
Okay, thank you.
She gives you a nod, and then goes to wake up Huey.
Wait, I thought I went to go find Huey.
She asked you to protect Huey. She still needs to wake him up, tell him what's going on.
Why I woke up Huey earlier, remember? With the spell.
Oh yeah, never mind, you did. Then Huey, I'm gonna say Huey came. So as Chris goes down, Huey's up. He looks exhausted, like he's got 2, maybe 3 points of exhaustion on him.
Oh shit.
Bags of ice. And he's like, I'm up. I'm up. Is that bacon? We had bacon on the boat?
We had a lot of things on the boat, Hugh. Well, we may need to take that bacon to go.
I don't want to ask. Asking means I'm gonna know, and I don't want to know.
Fair enough.
Sound logic.
Let's get to work. Back into the mix of things.
We just push buttons. The engine goes vroom vroom. Working.
All right.
Grace is like, finally, words and instructions I can understand.
Is Wayne gonna have to start all over again for his call?
No, I'm gonna say that happens. You guys go down to the engine room. Wayne, do you go upstairs? Do you stay where you are? What's your plan of action?
For my call to be answered.
Oh, so you're gonna go back in the room. Okay. How were you
left the room.
She knocked on the door. Okay, so
I
you
opened the door and then I closed the door.
Okay, cool. All right. So, how do you pray to Mr. Sunshine?
On them knees, boy.
Roll me an intelligence roll.
In the arms of an angel.
I just, if he rolls high enough, it's a memory, and I can trigger it.
I did not.
5.
You needed a 6.
With the 5, I will explain the memory. But as you shut the door, your hand passively touches the talisman that Andreas gave you.
Oh, the gift from your mama. You got that bling.
Hold it in my arm, in my hand, and I'm like, guess you had a plan for something. And I just start focusing on.
Okay. As you sit down, focusing on the talisman, and not focusing on contacting Mr. Sunshine, but the talisman itself.
Okay.
We'll pick one. Are you going to focus on the talisman or Mr. Sunshine?
One played with the other, but I guess not. But let's ride down this road where we're going. Talisman.
Talisman. You focus on the talisman and you meditate. Roll me a wisdom check or save at advantage.
Well, the first one was good. It was a 29. Definitely going with the 29.
You see yourself on a field. a comet shoots above your head and crashes into the mountain distance. The skies shape and form different colors, and the constellations above you are very, very hard to look away. You feel this vibration in your bones that your blood is connected to the fabric of the stars. Maybe the moons and the stars. Could be a son of one of them. And in that meditation, that feeling in your blood, you feel an emptiness in your soul now as you center, because you're not connected to that body anymore. You're in a centaur's body.
Can I focus more on the who I'm related to now? Because now I'm more interested in that.
Okay. So you're gonna meditate on your talisman a little bit more?
The hell I am, yeah.
He's gonna summon a donkey god. A donkey god. It's a horse.
Hey, there's a reason that Vecna didn't care about the soul and he wanted the body. Just saying.
He only wanted you for your body.
You're a meat suit now, buddy. Okay. I'm gonna have you roll another wisdom check.
I know. Saves work for me. I'm not a dime. I don't like checks. I like saves.
Hey, he was the lawyer man in the beginning of the game. I'm just saying.
Listen, I didn't say nothing. I
Oh,
was over here minding my own goddamn
I said that
business.
because I was under exhaustion, so just being technical.
Hey, man, I gotta get, whenever people want to do storylines, I gotta give everyone an opportunity to participate.
Question.
Yeah.
We do have inspiration. Can I use that to boast anything?
You can use it as a reroll.
I am going to use that as a reroll for this. Oh, baby.
Get an eye of
14.
inspiration.
Hey.
Holding the talisman, you close your eyes. You try to bring yourself back to that meditative state. You're not on the field this time, but you feel yourself soaring in the skies, but almost like your body is in two places at once. Like you're in the sky, but it kind of ripples like it's a reflection of a lake, that you're like in between you're like in between the fabrics of two worlds. You see large wings and you feel big, massive. And you can see you see constellations there in the shape of dragons above you, and you're all soaring in different directions. You land on the earth, taking the form of mortality of Dragonborn. There is a symbol of the Raven Queen on each one of the Dragonborn that have landed. You are wearing that symbol also.
So Wayne sees that his body or something
It was like you were
connected to,
yeah,
was a dragon, and there was dragon constellations in the sky. And when they touched Earth, they transformed into dragon balls.
Mm-hmm.
Did he just witness his birth?
Not his direct birth, but his ancestry's birth.
See, Adon, when you were going through your shit, I just chuckled. I mind my business. I just chuckled.
That comment has been theme since you guys have entered Barovia.
So Wayne wants to know two things. What the hell is the comment, and what is the connection with the Raven Queen and my ancestors?
You continue trying to prey on that? As you do, there doesn't seem to be any answers now. Whatever dreams you did have seem to have taken a toll, that this might be as much answers that you get in the moment. But you have a starting point of what to research.
Cool. So I'm pretty sure Wayne snaps out of this.
Yes, you are back in your quarters. In your centaur body.
Cool.
It does feel weird, like your soul doesn't really feel like it's your body. It feels like you're wearing a suit.
So I'm going to cut my finger, and I'm going to draw the symbol of the Raven Queen on the wall.
Okay.
Deface company property.
Shut the fuck up.
I mean, the symbol's all over the place. You got the necklace. You got... Oh, no, you don't have to cloak it anymore. That burned up when you made your deal.
Again, I say, shut the fuck up.
Fuck up. You're painting on my walls.
So,
not up the rest.
I'm going to paint the symbol of the Raven Queen with my blood.
Graffiti.
Jesus Christ, I will kill you. And I'm going to say out loud, I need to speak to you, or I need to speak to someone that's going to give me answers. And I'm going to try to pray to the Raven Queen, or I'm praying to Mr. Sunshine.
Okay. As you do that, you hear hold music, and we're gonna go.
I'm. This is completely out of character, but
a lot of information.
I know, and I want more.
I'm just gonna say this is completely out of character. You're praying for answers from the Raven Queen, but she's like on top.
Raven Queen? No, Raven Queen.
You both said it wrong.
I'm trying to correct him.
Raven Cream? That's something completely different.
I mean, that's a channel somewhere.
The Raven Queen, but she's literally on the top deck.
Not the queen yet.
It's true.
Can become the Raven Queen.
Yeah.
She's the Raven Queen right now.
Yeah, the one dad.
The Raven Queen.
I mean,
is technically dead.
Technically, there's a lot of things that should be dead but still alive.
Those are true too. But all right.
I learned a long time ago in a lot of animes, people aren't dead until you see them die in front of you. And
there are different ways. Yeah, there are different ways to get the answers, though.
Mm-hmm.
But we're gonna cut to Davin, because there is a pressing matter that there's some slug things shambling around in the caves. how do you quietly get the boat out?
Well, last session when we parked the boat, I did say I wanted to specifically park it with the ass end of the cave in case we need to make a quick escape.
You did. You did.
So, I mean, once we get the engines going, I'm just gonna lightly just.
I'm gonna try to get the engines going with Huey. So.
Huey yawns.
Huh?
Huey yawns as he's there. I'm trying to. I have the airship stats, so I know what to make you guys roll.
Oh, okay. I mean, John, didn't she give you those stats?
Yeah, it's for engine room. It's intelligence or athletics.
Yes. It's like athletics or intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
Huey.
She sent us a Google file the whole time. That's why I sent you and Huey down there. Huey's the brains and you're the brawn.
Oh, okay.
You do like percussion fixing, like you smash things. When he gets to work, or Huey's the intelligence part. Huey will roll at disadvantage.
Okay. Well, I mean, do we want Huey rolling or do we want me rolling?
Well, you're there to help Huey, or vice versa. I mean, if anything,
technically we both get disadvantage. So, can I just give him the help action so that way we offset each other, and it's not disadvantage.
You guys both have disadvantage. It's two negative. A negative times a negative.
Still a negative.
Positive.
Well, yeah, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. I will allow it if you explain to me how he helps you while he's falling asleep.
All right. Well, I'll do the menial labor, and I'll just tell Huey you guide me, you tell me what you need done, and we'll get this done as fast as possible.
Alright, well, you can't push the red button. That activates the field thingy.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna need to.
So push the red button.
Don't put it down. No.
Okay. Don't. Do I push? So do I push a button?
He slaps his little hand on your mouth. It's literally pull the lever.
Lever pull. Got it. Which one?
There's more than. Oh, I see 5 of them. There's only one.
All right, just the one, and he pulls it without question.
Okay, you guys hear it. You see blue fire and electricity swirl together in this tube cylinder, and you hear hum. And now I gotta roll to see if the creatures hear the hum.
No.
I feel like I hear when my car's battery was low, like.
Don't you? This ship is 1,000 times better than Ophelia.
You take that back. Ophelia is a workhorse.
I will break her myself.
First off, that sounded more like your dog when she was having the seizures.
Fucking man.
Bum. Guess what? They heard.
First off, that's not fucked up. You the one that chose to bring it.
I mean, we could have canceled that night.
Oh shit! They heard.
Been pissed. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Here we go.
Tomato!
Everyone roll as you're on the steering wheel and you just see all these slug eyes look at you directly. Some of them are lopsided, but Davin, you are a master of occult, right? Roll me an occult roll.
Oh, there's so many.
An occult? What is that? Religion or something? Or
I'd say
or history? I don't know. Arcana? Something?
History, Arcana, history, or intelligence.
Arcana, history, or intelligence.
Your proficiency because you have the occult books.
Oh,
okay,
Lord.
So I get a +3. So I'm gonna go history. So that's 16 + 3 is 19.
Those don't look like fucking slug eyes. Those look like eyes from beholders.
Oh, hold on. And I'm going to punch it.
Roll the initiative.
I did. It was a 17.
Oh, we all had to roll initiative.
Oh, I'm sorry. My initiative was a 19.
I got an 8.
19. Man, I really got. If you guys get out before, I can do it. All these guys have beholder eyes. I had
I
beholder
rolled a
spell.
4, which was really a 1.
You want me to roll for Huey too?
You will roll, but you will roll and Huey will go on your turn.
Oh, okay. He goes on my turn. Got it.
Just keep it simple.
I'm staying in with Huey. I got a job.
Yes, it's a very important job. Kind of. I don't know. How important is Huey's story? I expected him to die.
Huey is vital.
I mean, right now, it's him and me powering the ship. So
You're not powering the ship. You already powered the ship.
Call me Scotty, sir. I am making this ship move.
What did you get down? What did you get, Andreas?
8.
8, and then Wayne got like a 1.
A 3.
He got a 4.
Oh yeah, 4. I apologize. Whew.
The beholders all got 2.
Davin unfortunately gets to go first.
Fuck yeah.
Punch it.
Punch it.
Roll me dexterity as you're steering this shit.
Check or save?
Check.
Why would you give her the fucking option?
Well, because I just want to know. Either way, they're both somewhat decent. 14.
Okay.
Get us out of here, Captain.
Can't give him any more power.
Hey, that you start steering the boat off. It is about. I will say Nick's turn is fully off out, and you guys are back on the main map. As that happens, it is their turn. Where are my beholder spells?
I mean, are the force fields up already? When we
No,
trigger?
they have to be.
No.
They have to be triggered.
Gosh.
I'm rolling. All right, so I'm gonna roll this because there's 10 spells. I'm gonna roll this d10, and we'll find out which one shoots.
10 spells?
Beholder eyes, man.
Jesus.
They all.
You remember what petrified you, Adon? You couldn't do shit 'cause you wanted to punch it? Yeah, we're finding a bunch of those.
I know. There's a lot of. There's more than 10 of these things.
Yeah,
They
they each
only-
have 10 eyes.
They only have 2 that have this. So each one, they're like slug eyes. They've been sewed on.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
It's like they're monstrosities.
So they're be sluggers, not beholders.
Yeah, they're bee sluggers. They're like zombie mutated beholder men.
6, 10, 13.
Yeah, Don. So just keep in mind, you
20,
can use your
16,
reaction
19.
to roll a d8 to subtract the number used on a successful hit to the ship.
I need Davin to roll a dexterity saving throw.
There's like 20 of them.
27.
Ooh.
You pass the petrification ray.
Yo.
So target must make a DC blank roll. On a failed save, on a success, the effect ends. On a failing, so you, in the beginning, you start feeling your body turn to stone, but you're like, motherfucker, no! You're able to dodge that shit, and you're not impacted. Andreas, wait, on your turn, as a reaction, do you tell Andreas to turn on the shields?
I do not.
Okay. Andreas, what do? You turn on the hum, Huey's home, you sleep on your leg.
I was like,
Everything's fine.
wait.
The pineapples in the coconut.
Put it. I need you to lock it in, man. Get it together.
I'm really, really tired. Okay, I'm up. Okay, I'm up.
Now's not the time to sleep. What else do we need to do? Like, we need to get out of here now.
The button acts as a force field, so that can protect the ship. I was playing with what we could do with the dragon flame, but I didn't really. So if you see some loose wiring, I haven't finished that yet.
So okay, just connect the wires.
Don't touch it. It's hard to explain. Like, do you know how like engine fluid works?
Huey, if I knew how things worked, I wouldn't be asking you right now. I just need you to tell me what to do.
I don't even know what to do. I'm trying to solve problems, so I don't know how to explain to you. Well, I don't even know, but I know that if you play with it without me knowing what the whole scope is, things are going to explode.
Yep, that's what happens. You play with it, don't know what's going to happen. It's going to explode.
I was just asking you not to touch loose lives because it's an unsolved problem that I don't know yet.
Okay. Like, is there like a way I can communicate to Davin? Like, is there like a speaker port or something like that? Like,
Speaker
perceptions, just perception. Look around.
all right. You know, like sometimes in the ship they'll have like that tube that you can like yell in, and it goes right to the captain's.
The captain's quarters,
or to the deck. I got.
Yeah, you do see some telephone-like device. Yeah, there's a telephone-like device at the end of the engine room.
So he grabs that real quick. He's like, testing. Who can hear this?
And since no one's in the captain's room, the sound it makes you do wonder. Does the tree actually make a sound if nobody's around in the forest to hear it?
Why are we getting philosophical? I guess that's my turn. I mean, like, I don't know what's happening on the top deck. If the ship is moving and hasn't taken like any shake of damage, I'm gonna assume things are like moving along.
Yeah, that's fair. Wayne, it's your turn.
I'm gonna keep doing what I was doing.
Okay, you're praying. Roll me a religion.
Jesus.
This is what clerics dedicate their whole life meditating to gods, and it takes them to 10th level to get God to even say 2 words to them.
Every now and then he hears like a random prayer in the background.
Like that was her very subtle way of saying, "Give it up."
I'm not.
It's like,
I got a 6.
Bum 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 bum. We hear your prayers. Bum bum bum.
Do you?
Bum 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 bum. Bum bum bum. Bum 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 bum. Davin, top of the round. We are going to switch maps.
oh, Devin, you need to get us out of here.
Yeah. Zoom, zoom, zoom.
Zoom, zoom, zoom. Dun, 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 zoom, zoom, zoom. As you can see,
Oh, there's a ship.
there's a ship.
Right there.
Oh, it's right there. Look at that. Look at that. It's
It
there.
literally blends in.
Thank God, it doesn't blend in that much.
All right, you're gonna fly this baby. It is raining pretty hard, thunder and lightning. It is cold as fuck. The storms are very rough. I'm gonna need to make everybody that's on top of the board, which is Mr. Blinky, the monkey, Naomi, and Chris, and you, to roll dexterity saving throws as you're facing the harsh of the winds.
For me, 21. For Chris, 26. I don't know the other people's stats.
Okay, so this is the combat one. Yep.
She changed the music, guys. She made it real.
If you put us back into that lightning storm.
Where else am I supposed to go, Adon?
I'm just saying. It's an airship, John. You can go elsewhere.
Force of Rust, the old towers.
Mr. Blinky begins to lose balance and is about to slip off the ship as water pours heavily down. You see Chris shoot an arrow as a reaction, and she clips like his pants buckle to the mast of the boat. And Naomi seems to have her footing. The monkey's got the guns now. He's on the cannons.
Oh, that's
no
gonna
monkey.
explode.
Well, it resets daily, so we had a
It does reset daily. Yeah, it does reset daily.
It's like 4 shots per cannon, right?
Well, no, you roll a die and it determines how many shots for that day.
Oh, okay.
What direction are you taking the boat?
Man, that's a great question. Guy, do we want to be here?
I'm nowhere in sight, so Andreas has no.
You can't displace. I'm out.
I mean, if I remember correctly,
what do you guys want to do?
well, here's what I'm gonna say, and like in regards to my memory, if you are trying to travel on that and you want to stay in this land, I would say anywhere around this tower is probably going to be a death shot, because those 12 lightning orbs were like making a full-on barrier like around the tower here, if I remember correctly. That was the center point, and it just made like a big area of defense around it. So I mean, if you're trying to like go around outside, like over here, or here, for example, you're not really going into it.
Listen, I already in or out. That's all I asked. In or out. If we were going to stay in, I already had a plan on which path I was taking. In or out. I'm the captain for a reason.
Well, you asked opinion.
I asked leave or go. That was the opinion I asked for.
Oh.
Not anything else.
I mean, yeah, we can leave. Yeah,
Jay?
Do you know where you're going?
Oh, I'm not up there.
No, he's asking meta-wise.
Oh.
Above table, do you guys want to be here and take a shot? So, okay, we don't want to explore Frankenstein Town.
This is going to Quantum Leap us. We don't know where we're going.
Got it. All right.
We don't have a compass.
Yeah, I'm gonna dip. We're not gonna move into Lamordia. My mama said that not to mess with the bitches here because she knows what I am. So we're not gonna go.
Oh well, I'm gonna have fun. As you begin to go in the direction of the mist, you will hear an animalistic cry of a beast above the clouds, and you see a dark shadow bigger than the boat loom above and zoom past you.
It's Wayne!
What happened?
No.
It's Dragon!
Oh, it's me?
Yeah, it's you in the clouds.
Oh, I'm downloading his token now. We're gonna get this uploaded.
Fuck.
I didn't know we'd get to it. We're also close to midnight, so this is actually a good place for us to stop.
Yeah. Because fuck, that battle's gonna be a bitch.
That's gonna be a long battle.
I mean, unless you can outrun it, the ship is fast.
I mean, we have nitrous, but then it's gonna burn out our force fields.
Don't kill me.
I did it once. I'm gonna have to do it again, Jay.
Don't kill me.
The key as many times as it takes.
Hey, I've been planting the seeds for this for a while. I was very excited with Wayne's mom talking about how like she comes from a long line of history of shapeshifters that could turn into dragons.
She comes from the land down under.
She's a bitch.
Hey.
But that's where we're gonna end the session, guys. They're confronting, who knows, but maybe it's Dragon Lich.
Hey. Wow, okay. I mean, we got a little bit of role play going on, peoples. I think that was a good discussion. And we're in a city situation.
Yeah, you guys are literally forcing me to do a court trial. in this game.
We're not
Dog.
forcing you. You decided to do this. You could have just broke the contract.
I like storytelling. It's a problem. Can't give me meat on the bone and not expect me to grab it. Like, come on, I'm only human.
Grabbing all the. Yo, Sunshine is gonna be part of our crew at some point. I'm telling you.
I feel like he doesn't want to be.
Oh, he wants to be. He wants to. You saw how much he loves to travel. He wants to be out here. Fuck the paperwork.
There's like two of the three people he's met recently. He clearly does not like.
Likes me.
Oh man, I really love that lawyer scene with I gave his real name earlier, so Davin knows his real name. That demon is fun in Bible lore, so ha 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 ha.
Oh,
John knows.
I know.
The whole time Adon was dealing with the goddamn lawyer, me and John were texting on Discord, and I was like, he needs help. That's the only reason why I said my character went.
Because the moment that Sunshine was like, make sure he doesn't do anything because with it being disputed, there should be no negotiations. And then he's like, what do you want? I'll give you whatever you want. I'm like, shut up.
But you weren't
like,
there.
I understand. That's why I was in panic mode. Did I say anything? No, not till we met.
Literally, I'm in the back. I was in the background the whole time you were talking to the goddamn lawyer. He needs legal counsel. He needs legal counsel. He's too dumb to read.
And I just love the fact that Wayne is like, I will wait on hold forever if I have to, and Davin just pull a pebble and be like, yo, what's up, my dude?
It happens.
Well, the thing that Davin did differently is Davin went and asked a practitioner who's been studying her whole life in her mother's faith to make the connection. He's like, I don't know original stuff. I'm gonna you leave it to the fucking angel in training.
That sounds like way too much work. I'm good. I'll do it.
I get all my tasks done. I outsource them.
I do my work myself.
But like Wayne and Naomi do have a history. You both have lineage to the daughters of Moon and Sons of the Stars, and Sergei originated it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because the meteorite and the stuff like that. Hey, all I gotta say is Andreas did not make things worse.
The meteorite was death crashing onto Earth. His scythe split. Sergei made 4 rings from that could be made into a key. You guys haven't explored too much of that. And the other was the other piece of the scythe was Naomi's flute.
Yeah, that was stuff that was mentioned before, I remember.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have these in my notes.
All right.
Yeah.
That event turned Sergei against his brother and made allegiance with death. Almost similar pattern. I don't know if you did that on purpose, John. It was like following similar beats to what Sergei did. He made the same bargain with death.
This is weird.
Yeah.
This is weird. Because
I didn't plan that one.
Yeah, you also didn't plan that I was gonna be buddy, like that me and Chris were gonna be buddies, and that was the reincarnation of the chick that he was with, and I'm fused with him.
Well, that's a tricky one too. Is she a reincarnation or is she a soul?
Tricky.
I have an idea about that, but before we get into spoilers, Fields, we should wrap it up. Let people go. Thank you. No. Well, I'm gonna end the stream now. Catch us next time for another episode. Let's see what happens when we.
Will Jay survive episode 31?
Will he make it through his call waiting?
Could he get his body back?
It's a tough one. I gotta figure out how to make that work because,
is there a way that Jay dies again?
Who knows?
I mean, technically, if it is his body and if we kill it, does that count for another death for Jay?
No, it's not Jay anymore. It's just his corpse.
Killed the corpse. Huzzah!
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 Deuces, everybody. Have a good night.